Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel today. Today's video, I'm doing my best in beauty for 2016. It is crazy that 2016 is already over. Like, we're in 2017 right now. It flew by so fast, like so fast. But in today's video, I'm basically going to be sharing with you guys like my favorite products for each like category of the year, which is insane. I made a whole list. I have everything next to me. So I'm so excited to share my ultimate favorites with you guys. But before we get into this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit the little bell as well to turn on the notifications. That way you get notified for a future video, because it's getting hard. Like, you just don't get notified unless you hit that bell. So make sure to hit that bell. And now let's go ahead and get into my favorites for this year, or last year. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go in the order of like doing my makeup. And this one is the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. This is my favorite setting spray of all year. I have tried other ones like from Urban Decay and they broke me out so bad, you guys. It was really, really bad. And I actually was really worried about this one, and this one doesn't break me out, which is awesome. And I don't use that much of it at all. Like, look at it. I've only used about that much because I only do a few little spritz. I don't like go crazy with it, but I always put this on before my moisturizer and it just feels really good on the skin. It smells really good. It gives you a really smoothing and glowy complexion. And I have been really suffering from dry skin, and this has really been helping. Like, I can tell like my foundation will start looking a little bit too cakey or drying if I'm not moisturizing enough, and this has really been helping. So I definitely recommend checking this out. I think I bought this one a while ago in like a little set, so that was a really good deal. I don't know if they still have it, but definitely give this a go. I think they even have a travel version of it too, but highly recommend this. This has been my favorite this year. All right, so next up, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about one of my favorite primers, and I'm so happy because, as you guys know, primers have a tendency to break me out, and this one doesn't either. And this is the Too Faced Primed and Poreless, and it's for sensitive skin. So it's oil-free, it's really good. It really smooths out the pores and the skin, and it doesn't break me out, which is awesome because I have the hardest time with smoothing primers, especially the Benefit one. The Benefit one will cause like little bumps right here, and it really, really sucks because it's a good primer, but my skin just does not like it. But this one has been amazing. So if you guys have sensitive skin like I do, and you're having difficulty finding a good primer that's not gonna cause those little bumps, then definitely check this one out. All right, so next up we have foundations, and I actually have 3 different foundations here, and they all do different things. So I really wanted to share like my top 3 like favorite foundations, and we're gonna kind of go from like light coverage to like more fuller coverage. And my favorite light coverage foundation, which I think was even in my best in beauty video for last year, is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. You guys, this is awesome. It's a really nice light to medium coverage foundation that I've been wearing a ton even lately. Like, I recently just fallen in love with it again because it doesn't break me out. It looks so natural on the skin. It's so nice. And if you have combination skin, it works really, really well with that. Like, it's not too drying. It doesn't cling to any dry patches. It just makes my skin look really healthy. So if you're looking for like a light to medium coverage foundation that you can build up, definitely check this one out. It's amazing. It lasts a really long time too on the skin. This has just been like one of my go-to foundations for every day right now. Okay, so the second favorite foundation that I have is more of like a medium coverage foundation. I think you can build it up to full, but not really full, because I still notice that some of my like scars like peek through it. But this is the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-hour wear hydrating foundation. So first off, hydrating foundation, not so much. I do notice it can be a little bit drying on the skin, especially if you have dry skin. So make sure you really moisturize, make sure you use a really good spray, and really hydrate the skin before putting this on. Otherwise, it could look a little drying. I notice that happens to me every so often if I'm not hydrating enough, if I'm not moisturizing enough. So, but I really love the way that this looks on camera. It looks so nice on camera, you guys. It looks amazing in pictures. It just looks really good, and I like it how it stays consistent with different lightings, because when they developed it like under different lighting, so it's very consistent. Like, some foundations can look really good underneath a certain lighting, and then you go into daylight and it can look really bad. This one is extremely consistent, so I really like this one. This has been one of my favorites. I've been through a ton of bottles of this. I think I have like 4 or 5 bottles of the Smashbox one because it definitely is one of my favorites for the year. All right, so the next foundation that I have been obsessed with, especially right now, I've fallen like in love with it over again. And this is the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. I love this. It really reminds me of the Immaculate Foundation, but in stick form. And it doesn't break up on you like the Hourglass Immaculate one does. The shade that I have is Linen, and I love this shade because it's a little yellow, so it really helps cancel out the redness that I have in my skin, so it looks really good on camera. The coverage of this is amazing. So if you have any acne scarring or anything like that, definitely try this out. It really covers it and you don't need any extra concealer, and that's what I really love about it. That's why I've been going to this one a little bit more lately than this one, because this one has better coverage and it just looks really good on the skin. I just really moisturize. It just looks great, and a little bit goes a long way. You don't have to use too much. All right, so next up I have a favorite powder foundation, and I'm sure you guys know what this is already because I've talked about this a ton and I'm obsessed with this. This is the Pure Cosmetics 4-in-1 powder foundation. The shade that I have is shade Light, and you can tell I use this one a ton. I love using the brush that is made to go with it. It works out beautifully. It really packs on a really good amount of coverage. It looks really good on the skin. It's not drying on the skin. It's not cakey on the skin. I love wearing this when I don't really want to wear much makeup for the day, but just want to even out my skin tone and run a couple errands. Just kind of like looking presentable. And this has just been, yeah, it's just been my favorite. And you guys know that because I talk about this all the time. It goes everywhere with me. It looks so pretty. I do wish I had one that was like the same shade, but had a yellow undertone. So the only down part about these is that there's not the best shade range. I just wish I had more of a yellow tone to it to help cancel out the redness and the pink tones that I have in my skin. But it's just a gorgeous foundation. It looks great on the skin. It doesn't break me out, and it's just very natural. So I really like it. Okay, so now onto a setting powder, and this one has been my favorite for almost 5 years now, which is insane. I actually had like an old co-teacher get me hooked on Laura Mercier. Like, I was so hooked on Laura Mercier for the longest time. And this is her translucent setting powder. I have been through, I don't even know how many of these, you guys. I even have like a little travel version that I travel with all the time. I tend to like switch off between this one and the Givenchy one. But Givenchy is a little bit more pricier. That's one thing I don't like about it. It is more of a white powder. This one has a little bit more of a flesh tone to it. But with the Givenchy one, I really like it if I'm feeling really dry, because I feel like that one might be better for really dry skin. This one I really like because it feels like it smooths everything out better than the Givenchy one. So it's kind of like, I always just end up switching back and forth with whatever I'm feeling for the day. But this has been like my ride or die, like nonstop, always end up repurchasing it because it's just awesome. It just really smooths out the skin. And it's really good if you have like acne or like breakouts, because what you do is you put on your foundation, you know, do your little concealing, and then just set this on top of it, and it smooths it out to where it doesn't look as prominent. That's what's really awesome about this. So I really like using this one when I have breakouts, because it kind of just like really just makes them all look smooth to where it's not getting accentuated by any shine or anything like that. It just does an amazing job at helping hiding them. It's not like by coverage, but it's by like smoothing it out. It's weird, and I definitely do notice a huge difference. So definitely recommend this, you guys. It's amazing. All right, so now on to my favorite concealer, and it's a Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, you guys. This thing is awesome. Everyone has been raving about this for a reason, and it's because it truly is amazing. It really smooths out the skin, has amazing coverage, just looks really, really good. I have two shades. I have shade Fair and I have shade Light. So Light, it has a little bit more of a pinky tone to it, and Fair has a little bit more of a neutral tone. So I really like Fair, like underneath the eyes, to brighten it up. I even go in with this and use it over like any redness or scarring that I have. And then I go over with like a powder of foundation like this one, just to get a little bit extra coverage. It just really works out well. And it's just awesome, you guys. I love this one. What I do is I just place it underneath my eyes or the high points of my face where I want to highlight with, and then I just blend it out with a beauty blender, and it just looks so good. And it doesn't move your foundation. It doesn't do anything weird with it. It just looks really, really good. So Highly recommend this one, you guys. This has been my favorite for majority of the year, and it's just awesome. I won't use anything else but these anymore. All right, so now we are on to the brows, and I feel like my brow game has gotten way better since I discovered the Benefit ones, you guys. Benefit just hit it out of the park with these new brow pencils. Like, let me tell you, I have been filling in my brows since I was 13 years old, I want to say, because my brows are so light. There's barely any hair there. They're very sparse, and they're very blonde. They feel like they're getting a little bit darker as I'm aging. I definitely see that. But when I was a lot younger, like, it looked like I had no brows, and I always hated it. So I've been filling in my brows since I was in 8th grade, right when I discovered like makeup and was getting into it. So ever since I discovered these ones this year, like, I feel like I finally am doing my brows like right. Like, I love it. So what I do is I take the Goof Proof brow pencil and I fill in the outer portion of my brows with this, and then I spoolie it out, and then I go in with the Precisely My Brow. And since this one has a little bit more of a finer tip, I just do light little strokes up in front and then spoolie that out, and that's it. And it just looks so good, and it's so easy and quick to achieve like a really good brow with. And I like it way better than the Anastasia one, you guys. It's crazy because I've been through so many of the Anastasia ones, and these ones just, I think these are way better and way easier to create like a brow with. So yeah, I really love these. So also kind of sticking with brows, I have to say the best brow gel that I've discovered has been the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Like, it doesn't even have the writing on it. It's lasted me for so long, you guys. It really tames your brows and just keeps them in place. I really, really like that. I think it's also a great little thing to use. Like, say if you don't want to fill in your brows that day, like, you can get away with that. I can't. But like, say if you have a fuller brow, you just want to tame them, just brush this through and don't even use anything else, and it will just help tame them down and look a little bit more structured. So yeah, this is an awesome, awesome brow gel. Love it. All right, so now on to like my favorite like eyeshadow primer, and this has been an eyeshadow primer that I've used since high school because I used to wear Benefit. Benefit and MAC were like the two makeup brands that I wore all throughout like high school and college. And this is the Benefit Stay Don't Stray eyeshadow primer, you guys. This thing is awesome. I remember when they used to have this in a pump, and a lot of people get upset because it would like squirt out too much product. I definitely did notice that because I use this a ton, and I went through, I don't even know how many bottles of this I went through, but I didn't care because I was like, this stuff is amazing. And when I randomly made another purchase, I noticed that they changed it to the wand, which is so much better. And the reason why I love this one, it's because it gives you a really nice even canvas on your eyes, but it's not drying. And that's one problem that I've been having with the MAC Paint Chili Paint Pot, is that it's a little bit too drying on my eyelids. That when I go in there with an eyeshadow, I notice that it's just not blending right, and it just looks really dry right up there. Like, things don't look as pretty. So that's what I really like about this one, is because it doesn't dry out your lid. All right, so now on to my favorite palette of the year, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know what this is, and it's the LORAC Mega Pro 3. This thing goes with me everywhere, no matter what. Like, I cannot live without this thing. It is awesome. I've hit pan on this little guy right here already. I just use this a ton. I got this also for my friend Courtney for Christmas, and she's like, I love it. It's so easy to use. The colors are so nice and everything. I'm like, I know, it's like a good palette, and the colors are so pretty. You can create so many different looks with this. I love the tones that they use. It's just an amazing palette, amazing quality, and it's like, I don't know, like, I'm gonna be using this a ton more next year too. This is my favorite. This is just the ultimate palette right here, you guys. It's awesome because you have 16 matte shades up here, and then you have 16 shimmer shades down there. So you really get a whole variety of shades and finishes. So I really, really like it. This is definitely my favorite palette of the year. Now on to my favorite highlight of the year, and this is the Natasha Denona Glow highlight, and this is in the shade 01. First off, packaging is so pretty. It's like a rose gold, but this is the highlight inside. I've shown this a ton on my channel. I love this thing. I'm obsessed with it. I can't go anywhere without it. It's just so stunning. Like, look at that. it just gives you a really pretty kind of like wet, natural, dewy look that's not over the top. That just brings a really pretty glow, like a natural glow to the skin. So I really, really love this one. If you are like fair and like pale like me, you would definitely love 01. Like 01 is amazing. So yes, this is definitely my favorite highlight that I've played with this year. It's so pretty. All right, so now on to my favorite lipstick of the year, and it has to be the Tarte's Lip Sculptors. These are amazing, you guys. Like, these have been my favorite. I think the lipsticks are formulated really well. I love pairing the lip glosses with them too, because you get a lip gloss on one end and then the lipstick on the other. The shades that are my favorite that they came out with is Basic and Kitten, and I've shown these a ton on my channel too. I think Basic is just like the perfect pinky nude. It is so stunning. Look at that. So gorgeous. I just put that right over the highlights, but it's such a pretty like pinky nude. I really love that one. And then I also love Kitten. And this one is just a really pretty kind of rosy brown. So I love this one just because it brings a little bit more color into the lips, and it looks really good when you do the lip gloss on top of it too. So I just really love those. All right, so next up, let's talk about mascaras. So I have two favorite mascaras because I use different mascara for my top lashes and a different mascara for my bottom lashes. And my top lash mascara has been my favorite for a really long time, you guys. And it's the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. This is the little travel version because I don't have any more of the full size right now. But it's just awesome because the wand is really nice. It's curved, so it helps like lift up and curl your lashes. And then I like it because it's not so spiky and long to where it's gonna, sometimes like they can hurt me like right there when I'm doing my lashes. Like, I don't know, it kind of hurts sometimes. So this one I really like. And I like it because it doesn't get clumpy on you either. It's like a lengthening mascara. So it's not gonna give you like a ton of volume, but it's really gonna help separate the lashes and just give them that natural look to them that I really like, because it's not gonna like clump, it's not going to flake off. It just looks really good. So this is definitely like my favorite mascara. And then also my favorite bottom lash mascara that I am obsessed with is the IT Cosmetics Tightline mascara. So this one is awesome. Like, look at how small this wand is right here. It is so tiny, and then I just kind of go in there and get my lashes with it. I like this one because it's a little bit more black, and it's just awesome because you don't get mascara everywhere down there. I always have a tendency to get really messy if I'm using like a different like wand down there, but this one I like never mess up down there. So I love it. Love this mascara. It is awesome for your bottom lashes. Gotta love IT Cosmetics. All right, so my favorite bronzer this year has been the Becca Bronzer in Shadow and Light. I've talked about this one a ton on my channel. It is gorgeous. I've used this a ton, like you guys can tell. I've used this a ton and I absolutely love it. It reminds me a ton of the IT Cosmetics CC Plus Radiance Ombre Bronzer. You can tell I've used that one a ton too. Yeah, they're both so beautiful. They remind me so much of each other. That's why I really love this one, because it reminds me a lot of this one. So there you can see it right there. Like, look at how pretty that tone is. That is such a nice neutral tone. It's not gonna look muddy. It's not gonna look bad on you. I really like that. And then like, I hate it when they make bronzers too like red, you know how they have that red tone in it? I don't like that at all. And then down here is the IT Cosmetics one. So you can see they're very similar. I use them both a ton, but I've been definitely using this one a lot more since I got it. And this has been like one of my favorites for the year that came out. So really love this one, you guys. All right, so for my favorite blush this year is, you guys are gonna know, it's LORAC, of course. I talk about this one a ton, all the time. It is amazing. This is my favorite color. It is called Tinge. It's so beautiful. It's a gorgeous light apricot shade that goes with any makeup look. Looks really good on multiple skin tones. I just really like it. It's just an amazing shade, but the formulation is really what gets me with these, you guys. LORAC's products are so creamy, so easy to blend. They don't get patchy. They just work really well. And look at that. Look how pretty that is. Oh, I love that one. So yeah, LORAC just has the best formulated powder products, I feel like, just because they're so creamy, buttery, easy to blend out, and they hit it out of the park with this. Also with their highlight too. I love their highlights too, but this one has just been my all-time favorite this year. But honestly, you can't go wrong with LORAC. I love their products, and the blush just is amazing. I wish they came out with these in like bronzers, because I would love to try like a bronzer in this type of form too, but this has been my all-time favorite blush, especially this shade. I bring it everywhere with me because I know that, like, say if I don't have a blush that's going to go with a certain look, this is going to go with everything that I do. So I really love this. All right, so now on to lip balm. My favorite lip balm for this year definitely has been the Drunk Elephant Lippy one, you guys. I showed this also in my December favorites, and it's just amazing. I've been through this one so fast, and I cannot live without it. It's just so awesome. It's so good. It really moisturizes your lips. It feels so good. I love how fat it is too, because it just, like how I said in that video, I was like, it feels like I'm putting like an Elmer's like glue stick over my lips. It just, I don't know. I really love it. It makes your lips feel amazing. If they're really chapped or dry, it really helps them out. This goes with me everywhere too. It's just so cute too. I really like it. All right, so now on to my favorite lip gloss of the year, and it's Anastasia Beverly Hills. She has the best lip glosses out of anyone. They're so opaque. They're not sticky. They last for a long time on your lips. They're really comfortable to wear. She's got so many amazing shades. I love her little fall collection, spring collections that she comes out with. That's what this one came from. I believe this came from her fall, and it's Saint Tropez. I've worn this a ton. It's one of my go-to lip glosses. It's like a rose shade that has a shift of gold to it, like like a gold iridescence to it. Look at that. It is stunning. I really, really love this shade. This has been my favorite one, and her lip glosses are by far the best that I've ever tried. So I definitely recommend checking out her lip glosses. If you guys are a huge lip gloss lover, definitely check out Anastasia Beverly Hills. They are sold now in Sephora, Ulta, Macy's, like tons of different places, online too. Definitely check them out. They're amazing, and this one is like gorgeous. Okay, so now on to the lip liners, and this has been my favorite one. Like, I was like trying to think, what is my favorite lip liner that I have that I love using and that is creamy, just really works really well, and it's been the Marc Jacobs ones, you guys. This one's awesome. This one is in the shade Prim Rose, and it's so pretty, you guys. Like, oh, I want to go get this one in the full size. But it's so creamy and it doesn't move. It just looks really gorgeous, and I love this shade because I use this shade with like a ton of different lip colors, you guys. It's just awesome. So yeah, really love this one. The Marc Jacobs ones are so creamy, like they're so creamy, but they're not so creamy to where they're just gonna break on you either, which I really like because there's a lot of them out there. Like the Tarte ones will kind of break on you if you twirl it up too much and use it because it's so creamy. But this one is just like the perfect formulation. It lasts for a long time. I love this shade. The shade is gorgeous. And yeah, so definitely recommend checking out his lip liners. They're amazing. Okay, so some more lip products is we have to talk about the favorite liquid lipstick of this year, and it's been the Bare Minerals ones, you guys. The reason why I'm loving these ones is because they're so comfortable on the lips. There's a lot of ones that came out this year that are amazing and very comfortable on the lips too, such as the Smashbox ones, which are really good. The Too Faced ones are amazing. JOIE's are amazing, but these ones have like a satin finish to them to where it just feels super, super comfortable. And it doesn't like get like weird on your lips even if they are dry. That's why I love these ones. So I have a bunch of different shades, but the ones I have in my hand right now are Hemp and Swag. So Hemp is more of a nude, which is so pretty. I just love how these are formulated. They're just so comfortable. So if you have been really hesitant about the liquid lipsticks trend just because of how drying the stuff can be, check these out because I even got my sister hooked on these, and these are the only ones she'll wear because everything else is too drying for her, and these are just perfect. So look at these. Oh, they're so pretty. So this one is Swag, which is a really pretty rosy shade, and then you have more of a peachy nude, and this is Hemp. Gorgeous, gorgeous shades, super comfortable, great for every day, and they just, they're just really good. All right, so for my last lip product that I have here is a lip crayon, and I love lip crayons. I think they're amazing. I like the Tarte ones. I like the ones that I got from Sephora. I think they're all great, but the ones that are my favorite are the Bite Beauty ones, and this one is my favorite shade out of all of them, and it's the shade called Glacé or Glace. I don't know how to say it, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous, like mauve rosy shade. Look at this. Look how pretty that is. I love this one for the wintertime. This is like one of my go-to shades for the wintertime. It is absolutely stunning. They are so comfortable to wear, you guys. I bought this whole big kit with all the shades that I'm just like obsessed with. So definitely recommend these lip crayons. They're really comfortable to wear. It has a matte finish to it. They don't move or transfer. They just look really good throughout the day. They last for a long time. These are definitely like some of my favorite lip products. I definitely highly recommend checking these out if you guys are a huge lip lover. All right, so for my last product is one that I almost forgot to mention, and it's lashes. So I really want to talk about my favorite lashes, which I actually just discovered these, but these are definitely the best ones that I've discovered all year long, because I actually stocked up a ton on these ones, you guys. I went to Ulta and like bought like everything because they're so amazing. These are the Eyelure Texture Lashes. They are so beautiful. I'm wearing them right now. I love them because it's just the right amount of oomph. It's natural. They're lightweight. They don't feel heavy on your eyes. They don't make you feel tired, because you know sometimes they'll weigh down your eyes. These ones don't. I honestly thought these ones might be new because I've never seen them before until recently, and they're just awesome. All right, so those are all my makeup favorites for the year of 2016. You guys have seen a lot of these just like on my channel, like over and over again. They truly are like my ride or die products for this year that are the best products that came out in that category for me that I love. And yeah, so I cannot believe that we're like 2016 is over. We're in 2017. This is insane. I am so excited to see what is in store for 2017. And I hope you guys all had a great like holiday season with your family and your friends, and had a great New Year's as well. Also, leave me comments down below. What are some of your like holy grail favorites for this year, because I would love to get some of your guys' recommendations too. I always read through the comments, so definitely leave me a comment of what your favorites are this year. And also let me know if you guys have any of the same favorites too, which would be awesome. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this Best in Beauty video, and don't forget to subscribe for future videos and also turn on that little bell, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!